Today we're talking about how we can make more meaningful New Year's resolutions to get you feeling like you're making a difference. New Year is that time that people try to reinvent themselves, setting crazy, unrealistic goals and feeling crap when they end up falling off the rails. But if you set the right resolutions, it can start your year off really strong and put a spring in your step for the rest of the year. While I believe that typical goals like exercising more, quitting smoking, drinking more water are all great for making you feel physically good, but I want to give you some ideas for New Year's resolutions that will not only genuinely make you feel good, but they'll also better the people around you and also the planet. If you're new to my channel, then my name's Maddie and I talk about travel, protecting our oceans, and living a sustainable lifestyle. So if these are things that you're interested in, then please subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this. There's no better feeling than knowing that your actions are making an impact beyond your own life. In this video, I've picked 15 New Year's resolutions that will make you feel accomplished, even if you start off slow or fall off track. While some of these resolutions will challenge you, some of them can be implemented into your life quite easily. So make sure you make a note of the ones that you want to try this year. Make a travel bucket list of the places within your country that you want to visit this year. I can guarantee you, even though you live in your own country, you've probably not seen half of it. It's a great eco-friendly alternative rather than getting a flight to different countries around the world. And make sure you utilise public transport, especially trains. In the UK, for example, where I live, we can get to a lot of different places via train, which is a lot better for the environment as it saves a lot of CO2 emissions compared to driving or flying. And sometimes this can also be cheaper to explore your own country rather than visiting a different one. And the best bit is that you're supporting your local economy and local businesses that you go to visit. Stop buying souvenirs. I know a lot of people like to buy souvenirs every time they go somewhere, whether it's like a Christmas ornament or if it's a mug with the place that they've been to on, but a lot of the time this can just end up like clutter, or if they're like plastic gifts, they're really tacky and they just end up in the bin after a while anyway. I like the saying, take only photos, leave only footprints, and obviously that applies to much more than just a beach that you're visiting. But if you're still wanting to buy souvenirs for your friends or family when you visit somewhere, try and buy upcycled or plastic-free souvenirs. You'll be supporting a local business, and also it'll be more special when you bring it home as well, rather than a tacky magnet. When you're exploring another country, or even if you're exploring your own country, try to book through eco-certified operators and hotels. There's a few different websites that you can check out. I recommend places like ecohotels.com, where it'll have a list of hotels and accommodations, and you'll know that those are certified eco-friendly places to stay. You can also visit a website called Travel by BCOP, which will also have a list of hotels and accommodations that are good for the planet. And if you're in doubt, you can also check the Global Sustainable Tourism Council's website. This year, try and pack lighter when you go travelling, especially if you fly via plane a lot. This will save you money rather than paying for the expensive baggage fees that airlines have these days, but it'll also save on your carbon footprint. Using your car less this year will be a great resolution to have. Not only will it save you money on petrol or diesel, but it'll be better for the planet, and it's also healthier for you if you can walk or cycle to the places you need to get to instead. Or if you must drive, try carpooling. There's a few different apps that allow you to do this as well, so sharing a car will also reduce your carbon emissions. Make a more meaningful New Year's resolution by stop using single-use plastics, especially plastic bottles. Did you know that less than 9% of global plastics are actually recycled? Instead, you can opt for plastic-free alternatives, such as a plastic-free water bottle. And again, this will save you money. Bottled water is probably the most expensive con there is out there, especially when a lot of countries like the UK, you can drink from the tap. You can start off small by swapping out things like plastic bottles and also cutlery and straws, where in some countries it's actually becoming illegal, so you'll see more of these anyway, but it's important that we try and reduce our plastic intake wherever we can, even if it's still legal. And again, this will save you money in the long run. It's a great resolution to have because you'll be helping the environment. You can take part in a local beach cleanup. You can join your community, take your friends and your family with you, and have a fun day out meeting new people and cleaning the beaches near you. It'll keep the environment tidy, and also it'll keep these public spaces nice for everyone to enjoy. And you'll feel good knowing that you're doing your part for the ocean. You can also try and donate to a charity this year if you don't already do so. This is great to do, especially with environmental and marine conservation organisations, as they're on the front line trying to tackle the plastic crisis and the climate crisis in general as well, so you can support these by donating to them regularly. And while we're on the topic of the ocean, try and make the New Year's resolution of spending more time near the ocean. Did you know that it's really beneficial for your mental health to see blue? The ocean is so calming and it's been proven to be good for your mental health. And who doesn't love a day out on the beach, really? A more challenging New Year's resolution you can take part in if you're not already vegetarian or vegan is to stop eating seafood. Unless you live in a community that heavily relies on fish to survive, we don't really need to be eating fish from our oceans. Cutting seafood out of your diet completely can help tackle overfishing and help these fish populations recover, which will help the environment and the marine ecosystem. And don't worry, there are plenty vegan alternatives for omega-3 and also protein, so you're not going to be missing out or cutting any essential nutrients out of your diet. If you want to become more sustainable with your New Year's resolutions, try to buy only organic produce when you go to the shops. Organic foods usually haven't been produced using pesticides and fertilizers, which can be really harmful for the environment and also insects and wildlife. And if you love bees and want to save the bees, these are insects that are really heavily affected by pesticides. And shopping organically and petitioning against the use of pesticides will hopefully allow bee populations to recover. Because at the end of the day, we won't be here without bees and other pollinators. If you're wanting to live a more sustainable lifestyle this new year, then try and swap for plastic-free and natural alternatives to different products around your home. Not only will this reduce plastic waste, but it'll also reduce the chemicals that you're probably inhaling and ingesting around your home. It's going to be a lot healthier for you and your families to do so and switch to natural alternatives. There are lots of websites these days that have a lot of plastic-free and natural alternatives to everyday products that we use around our home. I'll list a few down below for you so you can go check those out later. This new year, try and not buy new clothes. Fast fashion is wrecking our planet and it's overflowing our landfills. It's so bad for the environment. If you need to shop for clothes this year, try and shop secondhand because you'll be reducing the need for new materials and products being made all the time. And shopping secondhand will also save you money. Try and have a crack at a rewilding project, whether it's your garden or your local community space. Try to plant more things in your garden and try and plant more native species to attract insects and butterflies. You can also join community groups in your area to see if there's any rewilding projects near you. And volunteering will make you feel good as well. And if you want a more challenging New Year's resolution this year, you can try and eat a more plant-based diet, especially if you're not already vegetarian or vegan. Eating more plant-based foods can not only improve your health and the health of your family, but it can also reduce CO2 emissions. And yes, there is plenty of protein and nutrition within a plant-based diet. You just need to do your research and make sure that you're eating the right foods. And there you have 15 New Year's resolutions that you can add to your list this year. This is a judgment-free zone and everyone's life is different. Some of these resolutions may be quite hard for you to implement right now, and that's okay. Just do your best and that's all that matters. Remember, New Year's resolutions aren't created for you to feel bad about them because you failed, gave up, or forgot about them. If you're willing to try to at least take on one of these New Year's resolutions on this list, then it means that you care enough about our planet and want to make changes to your lifestyle. And that in itself is a huge achievement. Let me know what New Year's resolutions you're making this year and if any of these suggestions have made it onto your list. You might already be doing some of these, which is amazing. Don't forget to share this video with someone that you can make a New Year's resolution pact with so you can keep each other on track. Thank you so much for watching, Happy New Year, and I will see you in my next video.